Yeah, I mean, I think I've said everything because do you know what all of this conversation is? You trying to get political,
and I don't know nothing.
A massive fucking distraction from what's going on over there on top of your heads, because that's what we really had to talk about today. That is what we really had to talk about today.
So, like that.
This is my hat. Yeah, that you have taken as your own, and you've been wearing this holiday.
I've been wearing
and
this
I've not even had an opportunity
ears.
to wear my hat.
I'll get myself one.
And now it's serving more of a purpose than just being stolen. It's because you went to go and get your first haircut in Thailand.
I did.
And you know,
welcome back to Thailand's hottest #1 trending podcast, Chatabox, hosted by your boy Bailey London and the one and only
Kaira. That sounded so lame.
I'm trying to say.
Why do I need to say my name at the beginning?
Something's just got to have a little Kaira. What is it? Fundifies.
What?
Kaira
What are you talking
Fundifies.
about?
Remember, you liked Fundifies at one stage.
What are you talking about?
Wasn't it you? Fundifies.
What are you talking about?
We did it on when I did the ring announcement. Kaira Fundifies or Fund.
I don't remember Thunderfires being in
What was
there.
it?
It might have been.
Oh no, Kaira with the thunder.
Okay, Thunderfire is
Fundifies.
very different.
That was different. That's my bad.
Sake.
Sorry, but we were just talking about your fires.
Okay, well, yeah.
I apologize. Let me not lose you at the beginning.
Okay.
It was a compliment.
Sure.
It was a compliment.
Sure.
It was definitely a compliment.
Okay.
But what are we talking about today?
Today, there's several things that we actually need to talk about today because we've got updates since our last very, very topical last episode. We've got updates on Drake from our opinions last time.
He literally dropped an album.
Exactly.
As soon as we spoke about it.
As soon as we spoke about it. So we've got updates on that. We're going to have a word of the week Thai version. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thai version. You're meant to be doing those ad libs, but you
Sorry. I was checking because you know the last episode. The last episode.
You weren't listening.
Because we're so much closer now, I can hear you in my mic and you in my mic. So sorry, what wasn't I listening to? Word of the week. Word of the week. Yeah.
No,
Thailand version. So what it got?
Yeah. So we're gonna do like a Thai version. What else we got to talk about? You wanted to talk about Stormzy. We got better to talk about.
That was my what's going on in the UK.
Yeah. What's going on in the UK? Do you want to start there?
Right. So I should have had the news article ready. Really.
Wait. Do a news. What's it called? This is a chaotic beginning to this podcast.
No, it's perfect.
This is chaotic. I'm so sorry to those listening. It's not a smooth, produced experience.
There's no production going on. It is me, Kaira, and whatever.
Okay, but
a palace we reside in. And
what
today,
are you doing?
I saved my story.
What, you need that to talk about it?
Yeah. And I don't worry. I'll cut out any faff.
Yeah, I think cut this out.
Stay in the zone. No, I saved other stories. If you want to talk about those. But Stormzy, basically from my memory, and we all know my memory's never perfect, but he made a post about supporting Palestine. We all love that. Well done, Stormzy. And then he signs a £4 million deal with MacDonalds, who's pro-Israel. And then I think the big controversy is around him deleting the post, which was supporting Palestine.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's all the facts.
That's as much.
That's
as
what
like
I'm
my
reacting.
Deep level.
Yeah, that's
like
what I'm reacting to of surface level.
Yeah.
Maybe there probably is gonna. And this is what always happens. We talk about something on the podcast, and then the day after, I see everything.
That's all right. We're ahead of the trend.
No, then I see all of the details, and then I'm like, oh, I sound like an idiot. But anyway, I'm gonna go as I am. You okay?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah.
What's up?
Nothing.
So, right, what do you think about that?
I mean, the thing is that it's very tricky because a lot of people have been boycotting stuff for a long time since it's been going on, like with the whole conflict, and a lot of people have been trying to boycott McDonald's. But can you really boycott such a massive industry that is McDonald's? Do you get what I mean? And like the thing is, what I would say is that Stormzy is in the position to not. To make business decisions dependent on his political following, so he could have done something different.
Wait, hold on. Like, let's say you're Stormzy, I'm McDonald's, 4.5 million. By the way, can you delete that post?
that's the issue. Is I think I would morally have an issue with that because I'm like,
yeah, but your morals. But how will your morals change any decision?
well, this is the issue. Is that half the people complaining about this. If I offer them £4.5 million to post a pro-Israel thing on their story, I bet half of you do it. So like, let's.
I'm not saying I would.
Let's not front.
But I'm saying 4.5 million, like couple seasons.
4.5 million. But the thing is, I think the difference is,
I'd let someone that shit at me for $500,000.
oh my god, exactly. So I
if
think
I'm deleting a post for 4.5 million. Yeah. However, like, can't we agree that he could delete a post in order to like make his bread? And that's, he's not saying he's not against something. He's just, it's not aligning with something. I guess it's just the fact that like, I'd be more vexed at McDonald's.
I think, but yeah, this is the thing, is that we should be more angry at them. But I suppose people say someone like Stormzy. We're not even talking someone like, I don't know, like just like any rapper. Like Stormzy's like on another scale, commercial as well. Do you get what I mean? So it sends a message
to who?
To the wider community that it's
does
kind
it
of
though?
like.
It doesn't send a message to me. So who does it send a message to?
I mean, I understand the
you can weave a story. You could weave a story into it,
into the action. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you could think 4.5. Like, we got to think. Yeah, everyone's.
Well, 4.5 million to Stormzy.
All right, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
I don't know Stormzy's finances. Yeah. What I do know is people have illusions. People do well for a long time. It doesn't last forever. Remember, I just showed you that story the other day. There was a bin man. Right, hear this, like, people. There was a bin man, right? Worked on the bins. I can't remember his name. I wish I did, but if I can find the story between now and editing, I'll post it. Bin man. He wins. I think he won 9.8 million on the lottery in 2005,
which
2002.
would have been. It felt more money even then. Do you know what I mean?
Won that much money there.
Yeah. On
the lottery. Immediately quits his job, spends the next 2 decades buying cars, being on drugs, holidays, whatever, just fucked.
Spunking it.
2 decades later, he's now he's on his second job now, working in the coal mines. Like, so, and that was how much did it was like 18 million or something. 18 mil. So how much do we think?
9 mil.
How much do we think Stormzy's worth? I don't have a clue.
A lot.
How much is a lot? What are we thinking? Ballpark.
Maybe like a couple 100 mil.
Okay, so if he's worth a couple 100 mil, that means his lifestyle's of that couple 100 mil. Yeah, it's not gonna last forever if you don't stay active. Right. So you can't just be saying no to 4.5 million deals.
You're right.
Due to a post.
I agree. I do agree on that.
So we can't. So we have to wipe off the table. Yeah, but what does Stormzy need 4.5 million for? We don't know what Stormzy's. No, I'm saying for them. Like, this is my opinion. We don't know what Stormzy's financials. And I'm not saying he's struggling, but he's probably a wise businessman and knows that he can look on the thing and say, I need to keep earning money. If I want to be a 100 millionaire,
then
I need to keep on getting in money because I spend 10 mil a month on this. I'm not saying he does, but you don't just say no to McDonald's because you got to support. It doesn't mean he doesn't support the cause which he originally posted for. He just now needs to like it. And people are funny because when we watch Squid Games and we watch all these shows, the things people will do
they'll fuck people over.
You'll fuck people over. You'll do worse. So like, I understand you could weave a story into it that he's done it for X, Y, and Z, but at the end of the day, I'm not saying no to 4.5 million for any post. But like, so if someone says to me, we want to give you 1 mil, Bailey, but if we go back, you got Black Lives Matter posts. Could you delete them? I'm sorry, people. I don't not support Black Lives Matter, but I need to make my mil.
Wow,
I would delete my whole. I would delete my whole Instagram for a mil. If someone said, "Here's a mil, but you need to delete your whole Instagram,"
start again.
Gone. Yeah. Whole Instagram's gone.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean I don't respect anything that I've done on that Instagram. It just means it's in the way of my next move. Yeah. And this million
is in the way of me getting
this £1 million doesn't hurt anybody. But yes, you could weave a story in that I hate black people now. Fuck you, I've got £1 million. Like, you think what you think. I don't actually care about your opinions and I don't have money. If I had a mil, I definitely
There'll
wouldn't
be people that would say like, that's like the sad thing is that, you know, if you can be so swayed by money and you could be so swayed by like greed,
but those
like
people,
then like, what if you don't stand on anything, then you don't stand on anything. Do you get what I'm saying?
But and I agree with that. There's things morally, I'm not gonna do something to my family or something. There's morals. Deleting Instagram does not affect my moral compass. Do you know what I'm saying? It might for up today's society, but deleting Instagram or anything I've posted.
I don't feel this way, but just by playing devil's advocate to your opinion, I think like some people who are like massive advocates for, or activists and advocates for these sort of causes and these sort of either disasters, wars, like genocide, like world famine, like all these people are kind of like, yeah, but if we all have a capitalist mindset like that, which is what that is, because, you know, it's not your fault, we've grown up in a consumerist capitalist society, then it's like, it's all one for one instead of one for all. And it's like, if you don't stand for anything, and like imagine if Stormzy has now taken this, and then Israel can go and pay out Beyonce, and Israel can go and pay out these people. But imagine if all of the people that had gravitas, all of the people that had the opportunity to be like, no, like, fuck you, like, blah, 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 then imagine the impact that it would make. Like, that's the point of a boycott. That's the point of it. Like, stop those people who are in these advocates lives doing something wrong, genocide and all these things. But if you support them and you take their money, then you're dancing with the devil. Yeah. You know what you're doing.
Put it this way, yeah. Let's say you had like a diehard Liverpool supporter. Yeah? Diehard. But he's on his season ticket every year. But he's on his arse. He can't even afford a season ticket.
But there's some of them
wait,
they won't be wearing a fucking Chelsea shirt.
Right, cool. Hear me out. On his ass, can't afford a season ticket. Family's left him on his ass. Yeah, but he's loyal. Got nothing left, Phil. Got nothing left, Phil. In a whatever team I said shirt, Liverpool. Right. His moral compass would probably not allow him to wear a Man United shirt. Yeah. But I guarantee if he's on his ass and we say, all right, cool. 90 million in your bank today, but you got to wear this Man United shirt for the rest of the day. He's putting the Man United shirt on. Do you know what I mean?
But some of them won't. And that's
no, and those people I'm not even worried about because they're silly.
I get it, but the difference is I think I get what you're saying, and there is a comparison there, but what you are comparing is like your solid belief of a football game between, like, you know, thousands upon thousands of women and children dying.
Oh, no, I'm not. Yeah, about the Palestine.
Do you get what I'm saying? I do get it.
That's deleting a post. Though.
I do get it, but it's,
you know what I mean? How old was the post?
I don't know. Probably from last year when it kind of.
Do you know what I mean?
What?
So I can delete this post. It's last year. That doesn't even come up on your timeline now.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've said everything because do you know what all of this conversation is? You trying to get political,
and I don't know nothing.
A massive fucking distraction from what's going on over there on top of your heads, because that's what we really had to talk about today. That is what we really had to talk about today. So, this is my hat. Yeah, that you have taken as your own, and you've been wearing this holiday.
I've been wearing
and
this
I've not even had an opportunity to wear my hat.
I'll get myself one.
And now it's serving more of a purpose than just being stolen. It's because you went to go and get your first haircut in Thailand.
I did.
And you know what? I need to say this, yeah. I'm going to speak to the women that listen to this podcast, yeah. We need to take a little bit more time to look into this because I've been mind blown. We don't often frequent barbershops.
What's that mean?
Visit and linger and.
Is that today's word of the week? Because you're just throwing them out today.
I can't help it, babe.
Frequent.
Can't help it.
When you're talking to me, just say we don't ever.
No, because I like.
Who you talking to?
Those
Me
words. I'm talking to both of them.
Alright, cool. Frequent.
So we don't often frequented those the barbershop. Places. However, today I went into Barbershop, and you know, granted, it's a bit. It's a Thai barbershop, so it's maybe not like Mandem or whatever. So it's maybe not the same. But I still was like, this is like an insight.
I think there was as close to Thai Mandem as you're going to get.
Yeah.
Except one of them was a cowboy.
Yeah, unusual.
One of them was pretty cool.
Yeah.
What would you say the one cutting my hair was? He was quite cool.
He was cool.
Very tattooed. He looked like more of a tattoo artist.
Proper tattooed. He had on like a cool
His whole head was tattooed.
Like cool vibe, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see. He had a mask and gold glasses on.
Yeah. He was very cool.
The whole shop was kind of cool, actually.
Yeah,
the thing was supreme.
Yeah.
Let's paint the picture because they might think I was in a shack.
No. We chose like a good one. Like there was quite a few barbers, but this
one was cool. This was like skater, but like
that kind of like vintage vibes.
Yeah. What's that thing?
Supreme.
No. Yeah, Supreme, but it's like West Side Story kind of cafe tiles.
Diner. Yeah.
Felt like a bit of a diner with skateboards on the wall.
Yeah, kind of. I see
Anyway,
that vibe.
yeah.
So yeah, we chose that. But then, so anyway, I'm saying all this out to the women, yeah, because we need to just pay a bit more attention to what's going on, because I just think we're like, oh yeah, that's a nice shape up, cool. Like you look nice, you look hot, cool. But I've been mind blown. So I was able to be within this circumstance, which I'm not usually in. So I saw what was going on.
That's not how it is in the UK.
Yeah, but I'm just still. It's the
artistry.
The artistry, and not only that, but it's the there's a certain word for it, and it's gonna annoy me.
Just so that I can
the ritual of it.
Yeah.
Like
okay. So what she's describing is she sat and watched the actual haircut itself.
Yeah,
and the
I've
other
only
haircuts.
ever watched that once before.
But just to let you know, and to keep in line with your story for the guys.
Yeah.
Like the story she's describing, she saw the haircut, but she didn't get the vibe of the UK
like the
barbershop.
Yeah, I've been in those barbershops.
When you know, say.
Yeah, and they take fucking ages.
You would know what was going on. You don't know what
ages.
he just said.
No. But that's the thing. I know that because I've been in and out.
These men were quiet, like they was doing their job.
I've been into proper barbershops. Like I've been in, but I've not sat for an entire haircut. I've not sat and been in that sort of environment. Or I took like my brother when he was younger and things like that.
Fair.
But yeah, I just felt like for a start that was my interest. And then we came out, and I'll allow you to tell the middle part of the story, which is your realization of your haircut and what went wrong and all of these things. But then when you started to explain it, like I was like, it looks fine to me. Like it looks nice. Like it looks really nice. And then when you started to explain it, I was like, raw. There's a lot that goes on.
Yes.
There's some mastery in there.
Yes.
Almost I might go so far to say trickery.
Yes.
That goes on,
yes.
right? And I'm not talking about the edges,
Artistry.
they're spraying. I'm not talking about the fake follicles.
No.
I'm talking about the fact that
preserving
the angles of how it makes
yes.
this look. And then I looked and I was like, it's
now
kind
you
of
can
a shit haircut.
all right. And that's why I've got my hat on.
So over to you to fill in the middle part. I just needed to say to the women that maybe we need to pay closer attention, and we usually are very attention.
Yeah, you don't think
detail.
we just walk in and the barber slaps our head and we walk out?
Yeah,
no.
but it's different.
They go in.
Yeah,
they do their job. Yeah,
and
man.
Like
well,
the length of this,
I knew. Like, let's put in perspective, right? Okay. I said when I come out, I didn't even want to try a barbershop. I wanted to just cut my hair, Michael Schofield buzz cut, one level, no shape up. And I'm still gonna go for that, yeah, because I think she had the girls wrapped for a while. Anyway, and I think it would just fit in with my lifestyle out here. I don't want shape ups all the time. Are you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening. Sorry, I'm having to set my alarm.
Okay.
To call my nan.
All right, yeah. So like, where was I? So that was originally my plan, but I saw a barbershop. I looked in the window, and funny enough, the girl who was cutting the hair, she went there today. She did a sick haircut. I watched her cut someone's hair. I was like, that's perfect.
She looked like she was using the razor to do the shape.
That's just at the end. They do bare different things towards the end. Like they get scissors and stuff. Today. Yeah. So like I saw the girl cutting, and the guy was like, yeah, come back tomorrow. I was like, cool. Went back today. That girl's not there. And the guy I spoke to was cutting other people's hair. You know what happened, you lot? Do you know exactly what happened? The empty seat guy spoke to me in Thai. If it was in the UK, I wouldn't have given that guy the time of day. Rude. The one that comes up and greets you at the door, just be polite. You say, I've got an appointment. Even if you don't, just so you can figure out who you should have an appointment with. See what I mean, guys?
I'm just saying that, like, and I get it. This is.
I'm waiting for him.
And I know women have their things, and also women also go into barbershops, and you know what I mean, and all sorts of people. But there is this thing there. If you're not often frequenting these places, then like
you don't have
there's so much rituals that I don't understand about. I'm just shocked. Can I just say that you've been talking for a hot minute and not taking that hat off?
The hat is
staying
on.
That will stay on.
That will stay on. Maybe at the end I'll do a reveal.
Big
reveal. But for now it is staying on.
Or maybe you should say, if you want to see my haircut, join the Patreon.
Yeah, you got to join the Patreon to see that. So anyway, look. So what's happened? I've walked in. The first guy's greeted me, but he wasn't empty seated. That's the thing. He had someone in his seat. If he had no one in his seat, I would have known. But he had someone in his seat. So I was like, okay. He just said to me, come back at 5. No one else gave me the time of day. So he said, come back at 5. I was like, cool, I'll come back at 5.
Everyone's booked up.
Everyone's booked. I've come back at 5 and I'm looking at him. I'm like, you're not the guy. I can tell.
Yeah.
But I was like, fuck it. Let's just have a go in it. I ain't got an appointment with anyone else. I sat down. He done everything different from the off. And it took me back to when I was a kid, yeah? Like when you used to go to get your £5 haircut. That's what it was back in the day, £5. And that had gone up, £5 kids' haircuts. Took me back in the day where you're too young to tell the yardie barber that
you don't like it.
I don't like it. You won't say you don't like it. You'll sit there and look at the trim go terribly wrong, and you'll have like a tear in your eye, and you just will like, and then when he shows you the mirror thing, you're like, I've got one friend. You know who doesn't do that? And I rate him for it, but at the same time, it just adds to his personality.
Yeah.
Carl. Little Carl.
Yeah, I can
Little
imagine.
Carl will sit there with the barber and be like, could you just go over that bit? Could you? He'll get the mirror. He'll make the barber. You'll see 3 different people going to the seat next. The barber gets vexed at Carl.
Does he do his own beard? His beard is like this, isn't it?
Yeah, he winds the barber up. That's not normal. As a kid, like now as an adult, I tell my barber, or clearly not, 'cause I didn't today. But back home, I would say to my barber that I'm going to like, but I don't have to. That's the thing. That's the relationship we've got. Me and Weber back at home, big up Weber. I couldn't even tell you what barbershop he's at right now because they're always bouncing around. But
symbiotic relationship.
No, but the thing is with Weber, I don't know if he ever had a time where he gave me a bad trim because I used to go to a different barber in the same shop, and then one time he went there and I went to Weber and I never went back, and that in itself is awkward.
Is it?
Because you got to walk past the barber that he used to go to.
That's so.
And he might open a chair and say, no, I'm waiting for him. And we've not had that discussion.
We've not had a breakup.
We didn't break up. There was no closure. But it was just mutual understanding that I've got a
question about barbershops that
Go on.
ask you. Do you trust? You know, like some people say, never trust a skinny chef.
Yeah.
Do you trust a barber with a bad hairline?
Yeah. Most
Really?
good barbers don't actually have good hairlines or good trims themselves.
Right.
That's not like
not
modern
having good
ones like
but
today.
bad hairlines.
No, I'd say that is very much of my own generation.
Yeah.
That's not of today's.
Old school.
I think now you get much more young barbers and their own head is probably their advertising space. But back when growing up, like I remember my barber in Mitcham having like I don't know what the fuck was going on with his hair. Do you know what I mean? Most of them start growing dreads, so then that's that. And they either take care of them or they don't. Weber does, he takes care of his hair. But anyway, yeah, long story, I've digressed.
Sorry, no, I'm just into the...
No, it's good,
we're just talking,
we can talk.
Just chatting barbershops.
Chatting barber talk.
I mean.
You've had a little barber sesh today. So anyway, I've sat in this chair and immediately he started doing everything different. And what I explained to Kaira earlier was winding me up because she was like, she couldn't see it at first. I'm showing her my hair and she said, no, it's lovely. Like how your mum would say, it's lovely.
Stop comparing me to your mum.
No, but that's what it was. Because even the fact you was in there watching me get my haircut felt like my mum. Like, and you came over at one stage and you went like this. And I was like...
Yeah, because he hadn't cut this little bit.
That was it. Yeah, you said this bit. Can you get rid of this bit? I was like, all right, mum, chill out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he did. He faded up. What it comes down to? What had happened?
Get to the fucking point, man. God.
Well, the thing is, it's like Weber, the barbers in Mitcham or Weber. Yeah, he knows how to manipulate a hair to keep it natural.
To keep your
so
head
you've
shaped,
got something to shape up.
Yeah.
Because where it's thin, he will like shape it up and it will just, that's it. It looks good. But these barbers will shave that off as part of the fade.
Clearly, he's not going to show you to emphasize the point. But what it is that if you faded all the way up here, but your little like debit card thing is usually a bit lower, but then you only have half the amount of debit cards to work with.
He's shaved off my debit cards.
Exactly. So he's got a bit higher.
So I was immediately,
and the
I
thing
sat there
is
watching
that
the whole...
I didn't notice any of this. I was like, I was not attuned to the like complexities of a good haircut before this. Maybe, I don't know, like...
That's what winds me up.
And
you will know, when I'm saying it's gone left, but I'm not reacting.
Yeah, I'm saying
I was
wound up, but can I just
calm.
say, I feel mind blown. I feel like I'm learning something.
Yeah.
Like, so then when you started saying it, I was like, oh yeah, and it actually was like it changes the shape of your head and everything.
I've got a shape.
You're still gorgeous.
I'm still gorgeous.
You're still gorgeous.
And like,
you're gorgeous from every
this
angle.
Is the thing is that he did well with the fade.
Yeah.
He did well with like all of the. I was thinking, you're going in with his fade, like you're doing well, but I'm like. There's nothing you can... I'm looking at it from the beginning. I was saying, there's nothing you're going to do now. Because you shaved off my hair. There's nothing for you to work with.
Yeah.
And you're not about to bring spray out. No way. Do you know what I mean? So...
I don't need that.
End of the day, it was a good experience. I will go back, but I won't go to him.
I wouldn't go to that barbershop again. There's plenty of other
barbershops.
No.
Let me not... Because I'm plugging all barbershops. I'm not saying he's done a good... He just doesn't understand my hair.
He doesn't understand your head.
He doesn't understand my head. And I didn't expect him to.
Yeah.
Because the customer he cut before me was white. And the one before that was Asian, and they're hairy, so he's got a lot to work with. He's basically sculpting his own trim out of that. He can do what he wants. With mine, once you cut it off, that's it now. And this is what happened. Tell him what you come out of nowhere. I was telling the barber, like when he was about to start doing the shape up,
yeah.
That's the only time I spoke. I didn't speak the whole, but I was like, I have to speak up before you did it. I said like, because I'm looking at like, there's no way you're gonna fix this. I'm like, whatever you do, I would rather you just leave it natural than you try to go back.
Yeah.
Don't go back. That's what I'm saying. Don't go back.
No. Let's actually, I'm going to return to what you actually said in that moment. So I understand what you were trying to do, but you were emphasizing the word back, right? So he's going, looking at you. Or bear in mind, he doesn't speak English. So it's like you have to be very, very like particular in how you're speaking to him. And you said, don't go back. And then you were like, back. And then you were like, back. Like, kept on saying back, and I was going, no, say no back, like don't go back.
Because you think I'm telling him, go back.
Yeah.
Go back.
Yeah, you and then you were going like, go back, like this, and he's like,
don't. I'm saying whatever you do, don't go back.
Yeah, but then you kept on going, back, back,
no,
back.
You understand?
No back.
Don't go
back. You understand back? No back. And I'm like, stop,
and to be fair,
stop doing this.
He didn't go back at all. But what he did do was shave my freaking eyebrows as well. I'll show you that.
Yeah, that was an experience.
You enjoyed seeing that because you've been trying to get me to shave my eyebrows for a while.
They're little trimmed caterpillars now.
They actually feel like they're missing the middle.
That's good. Come on, you could plait his eyebrows before this.
Did you whisper in his ear, shave his eyebrows?
No, because you're not like a particularly hairy person, but your eyebrows are.
I'm hairy on my wrists. I'm hairy on patches.
Yeah, but you like. But that's what I mean. But like,
shoulders.
you're hairy here, which is unusual. But you do have like your eyebrows are very. You have. I always say you have a strong brow.
I do. It helps
a very strong brow.
Helps me express myself.
Can we just quickly do our word of the week?
Yeah.
Word of the week. No, you're getting it wrong. That's why I knew you wasn't listening at the beginning.
Oh,
so,
Thailand.
Yeah.
Thai version.
Yeah. So I don't know them. So it's actually we're both learning together.
Oh yeah. So we said we're going to learn a Thai word.
We're going to learn Thai.
Right, so far we know Sawadee Kap,
Sawadika,
Kopong Kap,
and Koponka.
So we know how to say hello.
We know how to hello, and we know how to say thank you. So we thought that to keep it nice and simple.
Keep it simple.
We would just learn the opposite of that. So we're going to learn how to say goodbye.
I'm guessing it's got
Lakon.
What, go on?
No, Lakon.
No, go on. I never said, I meant to say go on.
Did you say what, go on?
I meant to say go on, and I think I said Lagwan. Lagwan. Go on. Lagon.
Lakon.
What about if it's a man though?
No, Lakon.
What letters is she saying?
Lakon. It's not letters, remember, it looks like that.
Oh.
Lakon.
Lagon.
Lakon.
Lagon.
It's so annoying. Not annoying.
Lagon. Sawadee Kap.
It's annoying because
Kopong
we
Kap.
say it like Lakon.
Lagon.
But I think it has to say it like Lakon.
No, Lagon.
Lakon.
Even sometimes
It's
I surprise.
con,
Sometimes I
con.
surprise myself in the way I say
Con.
like Kopong Kap and Sawadee Kap. Sometimes I'm like, fucking hell, that sounded Thai.
No.
Like, cause sometimes they ask
let
me.
you know, it
one
never
time,
sounds
sometimes they say to me, "Where are you from?" Like, "Oh, where are you from?" I'm like, London.
No, don't try it.
I promise you.
You do not
Sometimes
stand there.
when
There
I'm
has
feeling
never been a no.
More time when I'm changing.
There
More
has
time when
never
it's money
been.
exchange. When there's money exchange, I've got such a
And you're
different.
there with all of your money.
So I'm like, no, when I'm like, when it's small,
There
when
has
it's small,
never
when I pull
been
out the
a
right,
time-
when I pull out the right change, yeah, when I'm not standing there fiddling for the right change, when they say it's like 35 and I'm like,
Reese,
and they say,
get fucking real.
I go,
There has never been a time in the last 10 days.
and they go, oh,
Reese,
wait, where are you
no,
from?
they do not.
Yeah.
They do not
So
think
they
you
go-
are Thai.
And it's when I don't say the middle bit, when I say, oh yeah, when I don't say
Go on.
cop and cup,
Yeah,
when I
what
just
do
say
you say?
cop, they go, oh, where you from? I say, nah, I'm just slanging it up, bro. I heard you. I heard a few of you. They sometimes slang it up.
Anyway,
Cop.
So do you remember this one yet?
Lagwan.
No.
Lakan.
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 Yeah,
And step on. Lakan.
Such a nerd. Are you nodding at me like that?
You know the song, innit?
I didn't know the song, but you know you reminded me of that. You can cut this out.
Wait,
He probably
whose
doesn't
song
watch it.
was that?
I don't know who sings
Oh, wait,
it.
Sean Paul.
Listen, no,
I
listen.
was about to say.
I need to tell you who you remind me of.
Go on.
He probably is not watching anyway, but you really reminded me of Ollie.
Who?
Ollie.
Ollie Lee.
You know, and he's like, you know the one.
You know this song.
Okay, goodbye. What is it we want to say?
Lacan or Logon?
I'm sorry.
Lacan.
Lacan.
Are you sure there's no cap for me? Lock up.
No.
Lock up.
Cartot.
What's that?
Sorry. Should I say I'm sorry?
Where you from? Phuket. I'm from Hawaii, bruv. Cartot. Lacan. Cartoon. Logon.
Okay, so if I say to you,
Carton. Carton.
That's goodbye.
Oh, no, sorry. No, that's sorry.
And then
Carton is sorry.
Carton.
Let's shout at me.
Fucking idiot.
Carton.
No, it's not ton.
What?
This is annoying for people to listen to. Carton.
But this is why I don't feel like, why do we change the way we speak?
Because they have different intonations. They go up and down at different places.
Yeah, but why wouldn't I say it like that? That's my voice.
Yeah, you would. Carto. Sorry.
Kato.
No, you wouldn't say it aggressively.
Kato. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kato.
Carto. I can't remember the last one. All right, stop. You sound like you're taking a piss now.
I'm not taking. You can't practice speech and then be called racist for practice. Lagan, and step on.
Okay.
That's the only way I remember.
This is the end of Word of the Week. Word of the Week.
Diversion.
Lovely.
Yeah?
That was good. Well done.
There you go.
Well done. Synergy,
whatever that means. Synced. Synergy.
Yeah.
I knew synergy.
Well done.
What else was we going to talk about today? With your little list.
I've done new Thai words. Tick. Reese new haircut. Tick. Stormzy getting cancelled.
You had my haircut on your list.
It was on the list. Should have been number one.
What was I gonna say about
Oh, we do have something
my
else.
recommend-don't.
Recommend do's and recommend don'ts.
Yeah.
Recommend do's, recommend don'ts. What do we want to recommend? What do
All right, this is what I'm gonna go.
I'm
I'm gonna go out on a limb, yeah, and I'm gonna say this with chest because I've
sorry. Before you get into this,
what?
It's time for a break.
Oh, your nan's calling.
Yeah. I gotta call my nan.
She's got to call her.
I have to do it at a certain time because I've introduced her to Skype. I know that sounds really very, very, very old, but it's the easiest interface. And it has to be at a set time, and we started recording a bit later, so we're gonna have a.
Because we had great sex. Let them know.
Okay. I'm gonna go now.
Go call your nan.
I'm gonna call my nan.
Kato. Lagan. Lagan. On step on. You should have come back with your hair like all messed up.
Yeah. Long story short, my nan didn't answer the Skype. Got airtime from my nan, which is worrying, but also
not surprised.
We've done all the training we could do. Those of you that are out there who have tried to teach an older person in your life how to use a new piece of technology would definitely sympathize. And then those of you that know me and then maybe grew up with me and know my nan, you know the stress. So yeah. Anyway, back to the podcast, back to our usual viewing. Recommend do's and recommend don'ts. Do you have anything you do want to recommend, or do you have anything you don't want to recommend?
All right, so yesterday, I'm going to say, before I have to put some groundwork in. Because I've kind of not liked these kind of films before, and then I've pussied out and acted like I did like it.
Oh, you were lying.
Yeah.
Now you're bulletproof because you're living in your
now
truth.
Because I'm back to live your truth, you're bulletproof.
Yeah.
I didn't like this one.
Is it?
The new Captain America.
Ooh.
The one with that used to be Hawk is now Captain America.
Oh, really?
The black guy.
You're coming across severely racist in this.
I just can't remember his name, man. Hawk.
It's that white boy haircut.
But it's not. I'm not against him. He played the character. He's fine. It's not. I just like. I love Avengers. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love Batman. Pause. I love the Avengers. I like some of the Hulk films, not all of them.
There was a red Hulk in this. What's
But
that
you know
about?
what it was? I don't like I like Ant-Man in the Avengers, but I don't like the film Ant-Man. I don't like the
really?
Wasp. I don't
I've
like
never seen
I don't
Ant-Man,
like
I've never
these
seen
ones.
that.
Like I hate Aquaman.
Never
Like
seen
the
that
film.
either.
So like people that are diehard Marvel and DC fans, they apparently don't hate any of these films. Like say Ant-Man's dead to Reese, he'll be like, you just don't get it of how that all. If you don't like Ant-Man, that means you don't even know about the universe, and you don't even and you start sitting there, you're like, no, I do like him. Yeah.
I wish I had
didn't
the
like
patience.
it.
Like I really want to be someone that's like, yeah, I've read all the comics and like
They
I
are
really
sick.
wanna
Like
be
when
in
you
it,
see
but
how much
I'm not in
like how much the films like tie into the comic. Like they all have like internet. It's all very clever.
I'm sure.
But I just don't like, and Thor. I love Thor in the Avengers, but I don't really like Thor. The films
The
Thor.
films are a little bit
Boring. So like, yeah, like
The thing is, what I would say is the difference to that is that I, you know, like the X-Men franchise.
I love X-Men.
I know I've been
I love
speaking.
X-Men.
Probably spoke about this before, but I love X-Men so much. But I liked their individual films.
Oh, I love the
Like
origin films. The
Wolverines.
origins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
this is what I mean.
really
So
good.
I'm that much of a fan. I love these things. So I hate when you say you don't like. Oh, I don't like this. If you don't like Ant-Man, you're like, what? That means you just don't get it. Like then you start like, I am a part of this thing where we all love
You're
it.
not
I just
part
don't
of
like
it.
that.
You're
I'm
not
not.
though.
I'm clearly
You're
not. I'm not. You're not going to see me
There's
at Comic-Con.
circles, and you are on the outer.
I'm on the
one.
outer circle.
Yeah, looking in.
I'm not even looking in. I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
I was looking in. That's at Comic-Cons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever.
Well, would you love me if that was my passion? So I didn't do jits, but I went to Comic-Con and I dressed up in the like things.
Are you sexy in the things, or are you nerdy?
I'm kind of sexy, but I'm also like sexy, and I have all of these nerds that are like, she's like the sexiest.
So you're the sexy nerd.
Yeah.
You're like Big Bang Theory. You're the blonde girl next door, but you like the stuff.
Yeah.
But then you're friends.
Yeah.
And that's what you do on weekends.
Yeah,
and
but
that.
we
While I'm
all-
at training all day, you're at the comic store all
Yeah.
day. And you are there.
Yeah, but I also like
And all these nerds
regularly
don't have a
dress up
chance.
in like cartoon
All the nerds
stuff.
don't have a chance. You're not into nerds.
No, I'm.
Yeah, I would
might
love
not
that.
be.
I'd love all that.
So you wouldn't mind if I just regularly dress up as a cartoon?
Oh, wait, did you say that?
Like I regularly do it like
What do you mean dress up
a
as a
couple of nights
cartoon?
because I've got to practice
Like
my
you
makeup.
you're a TikToker and you like to do like,
I do
you've
like-
got all the different outfits.
like this, and then like I've got to practice my makeup.
I think
and
if
stuff.
as long as you're not doing TikTok with it,
Why not
because I wouldn't want that as my girlfriend.
that?
Not that, like, that's a to look at.
Okay, good to know.
I don't want that as my girlfriend.
Interesting.
I don't want other people looking.
What about if I was one of those, what they called NCP? No, NCP car parks.
Right, you see stuff
What
like
are
that,
they
yeah?
called? NPR?
You see stuff
What are
like
they called?
that.
Non-player.
NPC.
NPC. Yeah, I was right.
Yeah.
That's it. But isn't that also a car park?
It is a car park. I don't think it is an NPC.
Oh,
'Cause that is a
non-playing character.
Oh, yeah, it is an NPC.
Anyway, what if I was one of those girls that was like,
PCN.
and like out of the podcast?
Parking
is
charge notice,
And I was
PCN.
like,
Yeah, you see that? You see all of that?
okay,
Depends how successful you are.
okay, no.
Yeah, that all lies on one thin line.
It's the OnlyFans. So the same as the OnlyFans opinion. You don't mind me doing all these things that you think are a bit cringe or a bit embarrassing, whatever, as long as I'm making money. What we've established.
No,
in
but
this
that's for
podcast
anyone, because
is
women are like that as well. Women are like that as
You are
well.
like agreed.
Women
no,
are like that.
because
Right, pause. Let me tell you why. Let me
Okay,
let
go
me
on.
give you an example.
Yeah.
If someone come up to you and said, would you mind if your boyfriend was a gamer?
Yeah.
It's gonna depend heavily on whether I'm trying to make it work or if it's working.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So if you want to be one
I
of these,
still wouldn't want you to
I'm
be
not.
a gamer.
You can't start doing that and you got 30 people liking it. That's cringe. But I'm sorry, you got to go through that if you want to do it. But I'm not gonna date you during that phase.
Fair.
Because I just and you could work in Sainsbury's and I'll date you.
Yeah.
But I can't have that. That's a bit.
How did we
cringe.
get here? Sorry, we were talking about. Oh yeah, it's Comic-Con, comics. Your recommend don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the film called? Have you even said it? Captain America,
Something
the Black
about
Edition.
war. Something about war.
This is a rubbish recommend don't.
It's. I mean, it's
I mean,
my
it doesn't matter
recommend.
because you're telling don't watch it.
It's
so.
a recommend do if you need to uphold some sort of
The facade that
facade
you're into
that
this
you're
stuff.
a part of the inner circle.
Yeah, fair.
But for me, it had Red Hulk in it, and I guess there is these people are gonna be gassed because it's Red Hulk from the comic. Oh my god,
I didn't
this
even
is
know
how
that
Red Hulk.
existed.
Kaira looked at the film for 1 second and said, "Why is the Hulk red now?" So you're not in the inner circle. I knew there's a
No.
Red Hulk, so I'm like, okay, so
I'm
this is how
not
they
in
brought
the
Red
circle.
Hulk into it. There's Space Hulk. There's all these different Hulks.
Space Hulk, is he blue?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know the story of how he ends up in space, or if he's
Why is
even
there
the
so many
same Hulk.
Hulks? Is it a clone?
It's made. It's by Gamma, isn't it?
What? Okay, yeah,
Radioactive
you lost me.
Gamma. Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah,
lost
blah,
me.
blah, 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 blah.
Okay, right. So I've got a recommend do, not necessarily one that you would enjoy, but for other people, if you've watched Motherland, it's on Netflix, so a lot more people have watched it now.
Motherland?
It's a comedy series.
With that woman.
The woman with like the short hair. But anyway, so I think she's a really, really good actress, but she's also really funny. So Motherland is the original series. But if you, that's not my recommendation because that's quite old now. But if you haven't watched that, fucking watch it because it's hilarious. And I also recently watched the Christmas edition of that, and that's old, and I cried. It was really emotional. Really.
When
good.
did you watch this?
A couple of weeks ago.
Oh.
But what I'm actually recommending since I've been here, which I watched, is Amandaland. And if you watch Motherland, Amanda is a character from it, so it's a spin-off of the comedy series, and it's really good. If you're someone, if you liked Motherland, if you like things like Friday Night Dinner and Staff Lets Flats and
I love Staff Lets
that
Flats.
stupid British comedy, which is just taking almost like archetypes of British people and making it into like they're like very everyday characters, aren't they?
And bouncing off of that, I've got some real recommend-dos then.
Watch Amandaland.
Yeah, some real recommend-dos because I'm always basing my recommend-dos off of what I've watched this week. But there are like gems out there that
if you haven't watched Staff Lets Flats,
let's give them some now.
Let's lay it out
Get
on
your
the
pen
table.
and papers out. Yeah, if you
I've
what
got a few
would
others
what
that I
would they
don't
have
think
watched?
you've
What
even
would they have
watched.
watched?
I've got a few others.
What's the most popular of that genre they would have watched?
In-Betweeners.
All right, so if you're a fan of the In-Betweeners,
which is old now, and it's a similar genre. It's like this very like plain British
humour.
It's
British humour.
and they've now and sitcoms.
British humour.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of these kind of shows, then let's give them a list. Get your pen and paper up, peeps. We're about to school you. I'm gonna throw one in the mix. My Country.
Oh, absolutely brilliant! I could watch any of those episodes at any time, whenever.
My Country.
My Country.
BBC.
And if you like that, you haven't watched them, but what's her name? Daisy
Cooper. Daisy Fresh Cooper.
Who's the
The Daisy Fresh. Daisy May.
Daisy May Cooper. Daisy Fresh.
Daisy Fresh is a jiu-jitsu club.
Daisy May Cooper, who is one of the main leads in this country. She has a few spin-off shows that I've watched. I just finished watching season 2 of Am I Being Unreasonable, which is a comedy / kind of murder mystery type thing that she's written and is.
What's the one where she's like the witch hunt?
Oh, that was funny as well. I can't remember, but anything with Daisy May Cooper in it, it's quite.
Alright, cool. That's
funny.
that. So that's that bit there. Do you want to throw one in?
Yeah, I do, but I just need to.
Come on, off the cuff.
Okay, well, another classic. If you haven't watched People Just Do Nothing.
People Just Do Nothing.
If you
100%.
have not watched People Just Do Nothing,
I'm assuming everyone has watched People Just Do Nothing.
You have to watch People Just Do
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, the funny thing is about this, remember we tried to make Pat watch it, and he just didn't get it. He just did not get it. What's his name?
Which one?
Main character.
Alan Seeper. He is such a good writer.
Alan Seeper came up to me at the carnival.
I know, and I don't know why you didn't capitalise on that, because I'm like low-key obsessed with all of that.
Capitalise on it and do what?
Because they've got friends that have got like they're like chefs and like DJs.
What was I supposed to do?
You should have been like, hey, I've got a really good series idea and I've never written anything.
I do have a really good series.
Because this is what I'm trying to get back to.
I've written it as well.
If you have followed him from before, you'll know that he's very clever with writing sketches. He sees things in funny ways, and like he wrote a pilot for a really, really good they're called like mockumentaries. Yeah. So very similar to the style that like People Just Do Nothing, The Office, all of that sort of thing. And you should have capitalized on that moment and been like, look, I've got a sick mockumentary. I'm really inspired by the work that you were inspired by, David Brent and all of that stuff. And said, like, I just don't know how to put it together. Like, can I have some guidance? And like, he might have even said like, bro, come along. Like, you never know.
I guess, but yeah.
Fucking reach
out. All right,
out.
fine. Yeah, but all I was going to say is all I was saying that for was he complimented. He said he watched when I broke my silence documentary, and he said it. I think I'm making stuff up now. His dad died. Is that what it is? He said it touched him in some way. He appreciated it, and he was like, "Man, don't stop doing it." And I was like, "So that Alan? Yeah, big fan of yours."
Yeah,
that made my day.
I'm a big fan.
But yeah,
he also did another show called. Do you know what was funny?
What?
Don't often talk about it, but we enjoyed it. What? He was in it. And he played, and it was the gold, and they found the gold.
Oh, that is a recommend. That's a film. No, that's a series. What is it called?
Beats is in it as well.
Yeah,
and then
what is it called?
Guy.
Gold. Something gold.
Because there was episode 2 of that as well. Season 2.
Season 2. I've watched both of them.
The Curse.
The Curse.
It's called The Curse.
Yeah, The Curse is that's
and he also did Peacock, which was funny too.
Yeah. Have you thrown in Friday Night Dinner?
Yes, and that's why I wanted to talk about it, because it also links to that. So Friday Night Dinner is probably up there as one of my all-time favourites. People Just Do Nothing, Friday Night Dinner. It's very hard to choose between the two. But that's up there. Friday Night Dinner is fucking hilarious. Watch that if you haven't watched it. But that links me into Simon.
You have to swear so much.
Simon Bird, who is in Betweeners and also Friday Night Dinner.
Yeah.
He has a new show that came out this year, and it's called Everyone Else Burns. And
I've seen it.
Did you watch it, the religious one?
I think I've seen it, yeah.
Well, I watched it. You didn't watch the whole series, but that is funny. I was just about to swear again.
That was a very unconfident. Watched it. Yeah.
Effing funny. That is fecking funny.
You know,
flipping funny.
Right, they get it.
Okay,
let them decide.
All right,
that better be the best thing they've ever watched.
No, it's not the best thing.
Well, you've just given it all the.
I was only doing that because you said I couldn't say fucking.
I'm putting. Fuck's sakes. I'm gonna throw one in now.
What else? Go on.
I think this one's gonna I think this one, smash it. I think this one. Watch this one before I'm all shocked. Of those.
What is it?
And if you don't agree, I won't be shocked. What is it? Phone Shop.
How could I forget? That's my favourite. That is even above. People Just Do Nothing.
There you go.
That is my favourite, and it's such a British classic because I really do feel as well. Yeah, if you weren't from that particular time and generation, there's about a 15-year, 20-year range of people that can watch that and really understand the core of what Phone Shop really is.
And
about.
You know what? Me and Kaira can recommend.
That's a gold mine we dropped you there.
We've
just dropped you, boom,
about 7 months worth of series. So once you've done with those, if you liked them, let us know. We'll drop you another.
And I'm putting Motherland in there. I know you've not watched it all, but that is definitely.
I can't vouch for Motherland.
It's definitely in there. Lots of people. Shay.
I mean, I've got more if you want to keep back and forth in. If this is a battle,
we've given them enough. You know, let us know.
Let us know your thoughts.
Really. If you're on that same wavelength, because I do think it is and also I know we mentioned it in the lead into this, but Stafflet's Flats. It's fucking stupid though.
It's dumb.
It's very, very dumb. It's very dumb. So that's almost at right at the end of that spectrum. But I'm not gonna know the reference.
Some of them might. Clicking and the clapping.
Right,
are we done? How long have we been recording for? About 50 minutes, I think. Hour, 2.
Okay, let's end on a last conversation.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about your cards.
Let's end on.
There's me trying to wrap you up again.
Do you want me to tell you? Okay, tell me about a time you almost died. Quick fire.
A time I almost died.
Yeah.
I have almost died a few times.
Oh God, good to know. Quick one.
Right, in my mind, I almost died. Okay. That time that Rick left me in the sea.
That is near close death.
That's near close death.
Okay, give us a 1-sentence wrap up.
I'm in a speedboat in the middle of the sea with my mate Ricky Boylan. Big up Ricky.
The boxer.
Boxer, Ricky Boylan, the boxer. We're in Greece and we've rented out a speedboat and we've gone out so far that we can't see land. He jumps in the sea. I go, ha ha ha. I don't let him back on the boat for about a minute and a half tops. But I stayed in range. I just went around him in the boat.
Being annoying.
10 minutes later, I jump in. And when I come up for air, pause. He's gone. And he went so far that I couldn't see him. So I know he couldn't see me.
Yeah.
And then I watched him go across that way.
And you have an irrational fear of sharks.
All right. So I have no life jacket on. I can swim. But so I could have died if he couldn't find me. But how I really thought I was gonna die is I love water. I fucking am terrified of the ocean. I love the sea. I'm always in the sea, but I am terrified, especially when it's deep and dark and I can't see. And Rick left me, and I was like, I genuinely thought, like, I wasn't even angry when he finally came back. I saw him like go, and then he came, and so he found me. Yeah, when he got back and he didn't let me get on straight away, he kept going around. I didn't display any anger. I was giggly. Come. Let me have. I was petrified. So that's the time I think I nearly died.
Fair.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh God.
Just random.
Just to pick, like, shuffle them a bit.
They're all shuffled. They're in here. I'm taking this one. When was the last time you cried?
Oh, God. This morning.
You do cry a lot.
I cried this morning. That answers that question. I cried this morning.
Let me ask you a different one.
That's all right. You can end on that. It's just a quick fire. It's just a quick
This will let me know. I want to know this one. What is your least favorite food? Quick.
Marmite Brussels sprouts ketchup.
I've been your boy Bailey.
I've been Kaira.
This is Chatabox.
And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and...
Oh, you're terrible at that. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, because it does great things for the channel. Peace.
I was so bad at that. I was trying to do it fast.